Donald Trump, just last week, he confirmed to the National Review that he is again considering a run in 2016.
Do it. Do it. Look at me. Do it. I will personally write you a campaign check now on behalf of this country, which does not want you to be president, but which badly wants you to run.
Donald Trump has been saying that he will run for president as a Republican, which is surprising since I just assumed he was running as a joke.
Is that people think that Donald Trump is a clown.
Donald Trump is a clown.
I mean, does anybody seriously think that Donald Trump is serious about running for president?
Donald Trump, he's a clown.
The likely moderator apparently believes that Donald Trump is a clown.
Which Republican candidate has the best chance of winning the general election?
Of the declared ones, right now, Donald Trump.
President Obama will go down as perhaps the worst president in the history of the United States! Exclamation point at real Donald Trump. Well, at real Donald Trump, at least I will go down as a president.
So basically, this is the beginning of the end for Trump.
The beginning of the end.
Beginning of the end?
This is probably starting of the beginning of the end for Donald Trump.
Donald, you're not going to be able to insult your way to the presidency.
The strongest person usually isn't the loudest one in the room.
So right now we have Hillary's about a 75 or an 80% favorite. We have different versions of the forecast you can look at.
The poll has Hillary Clinton up by double digits nationally, 12 points, 50 to 38, a four-way race.
Clinton leading in Florida, Clinton leading in North Carolina, Clinton leading in Ohio, Clinton leading in Nevada. I could go on and on and on.
I continue to believe Mr. Trump will not be president.
And so, right now, Mr. Trump, to answer your call for political honesty, I just want to say, you're not going to be president, all right? It's been fun. It's been great. I love you. But come on, buddy.
We have a major projection right now. Donald Trump will take Ohio. And CNN projects Donald Trump will carry the state of Florida. Huge win for Donald Trump. Donald Trump, we project, will win in Kentucky, in Indiana, with its 11 electoral votes. West Virginia, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Mississippi, South Carolina, Alabama, North Dakota, with its 3 electoral votes, and South Dakota, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, the state of Montana, North Carolina, Georgia, Iowa, Utah, Wisconsin, Arizona, Kansas with its 6 electoral votes, Nebraska with its 5 electoral votes, and Wyoming with its 3 electoral votes.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Complicated business.
A lot of people have laughed at me over the years. Now they're not laughing so much, I'll tell you.
This is a sweep. Dana, you wanted to be precise, so go ahead.
That's right. CNN can report that Hillary Clinton has called Donald Trump to concede the race. She has called Donald Trump to say that she will not be president, and I'm not sure the exact words, but probably to congratulate President-elect Donald Trump. So that has happened in the last few moments.
President-elect Donald Trump, if Hillary Clinton has conceded, that is dramatic. That is a dramatic development, Dana. And to hear the words President-elect, we haven't yet projected that, but Hillary Clinton, what you're saying, has now made a formal telephone call to Donald Trump to concede. Is that right?
That's correct. I'm talking to a source who was there for it and telling me that conversation did happen. Our Sam Feiss is also hearing from a different source that conversation did happen. So Hillary Clinton has made it very clear to her opponent that she believes that he will be the next president of the United States and not her.
The rest is in New York City, but they're pretty close together. The Associated Press is calling Wisconsin, so that puts him over the top. Donald Trump is the next president of the United States. We can project it on the basis of an Associated Press report that Donald Trump will win the state of Wisconsin. That is 10 more electoral votes. 269, 279, you need 270 to be president. Our next president will be Donald Trump. Wow. So.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, you just have to, you have to
give it to him, and
you just have to take a breath and say, wow, and to say, this is really and truly the most unbelievable thing that any of us have seen in our lifetimes.
To do, but this is the night for Donald Trump. This is the night. This is his triumph. He is now going to be the 45th president of the United States. He has pulled off something that no one believed he could do. It certainly looked like it wasn't possible. Perhaps only he believed it was possible. There you see it on the board right there. 278 electoral votes already, more than enough to win the presidency of the United States. He has received a phone call from Hillary Clinton. He will be the next president, the most stunning upset in American political history.
Donald Trump es el presidente de los Estados Unidos.
Y hay que felicitar. Hay que felicitar.
Es el presidente electo de los Estados Unidos, perdón.
Continuemos. Sin palabras todo, ¿no? Pero primero que todo hay que reconocer, este es un momento histórico en la democracia, por esto lo celebramos. No es una dictadura. A Donald Trump hay que unificarse ahora, el pueblo americano, que él va a ser el presidente por los próximos 4 años. Ojalá él nos pueda demostrar, por lo menos a mí, que yo pensé que no iba a ser un trabajo adecuado como presidente, que estuve tan equivocado en eso como...
Raunchy election of 2016 now comes to a peaceful, if improbable, end. 70-year-old Donald J. Trump will be sworn in as the 45th president of the United States on January the 20th.
The Trump presidency begins in 72 days, fueled by what we know now is record turnout.
For Donald Trump this evening, 228, 209.
I will say, though, that I do think that this is a moment, however you feel about this election, to keep in your hearts some of the communities that are not represented here on this set, who have been directly threatened by Donald Trump in a way that nobody in this kind of position of power has ever threatened groups of Americans before. And Muslim Americans and Latino Americans and immigrants, documented and otherwise right now, are in fear for what the country just did and for what our country needs. Not just what Trump will do, but what it means that our country just endorsed him after what he threatened against those parts of our fabric. And that's a responsibility we have on all of us now, regardless of what Trump does with this power that he's just been given.
Rachel, America is crying tonight. I'm not sure how much of America, but a very, very significant portion, and I mean literally crying. I've gotten texts from a college campus about a dorm that's just in tears. I know of another that I'm hearing from elsewhere, and some of the people you were just talking about are crying, from California to Massachusetts, about this. This is a sadness. It is a mourning moment for those people, and it is a moment filled with fear. And Donald Trump, thankfully, I don't think instilled any more fear tonight in his speech. It wasn't one of those speeches that had that kind of stuff in it. But he has a job to do. What we saw happen in the stock market is happening in the hearts of Americans. They are afraid. Donald Trump has to address that. Steve?
He's no longer the celebrity apprentice guy, and he's no longer the bombastic, nonsense-spewing presidential nominee. He is the president-elect of the United States with all the awesome powers and responsibilities, that will come with that office. And, we've seen a side of him in this campaign that gives cause to worry greatly. But now maybe we'll see another side of Donald J. Trump as he gets ready to assume this office, and we just have to hope that that's the case.
Eugene?
Some of his supporters, certainly not all the people who voted for him, but some, took Donald Trump and what he was saying as a license for bigotry. I mean, they saw him providing an umbrella under which they could be as racist as they wanted to be. I mean, just to be perfectly blunt, he needs to cut that out, and he needs to cut that out now.
Some big news here, Megyn. Huge news, actually. The AP now projecting that Donald Trump has won the state of Pennsylvania.
That is the race, frankly. There is no path forward for Hillary Clinton. If this, we've just seen that Pennsylvania has been called by AP. I think for me, this is one of the most stunning results of the night.
You're awake, by the way. You're not having a terrible, terrible dream. Also, you're not dead and you haven't gone to hell. This is your life now. This is our election now. This is us. This is our country.